Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. We're going to be doing some Triglavian hunting in the Paladin. No, not the Hawk, the Paladin. I had a new idea for kind of ship to use in Triglavian hunting, and it's based a bit upon the Sniper style and a combination of Brawly style. The Paladin is a Paladin fit, because the thing is, I'm thinking with the Paladin, I've been trying to use it for close range engagements. The problem is that the tracking is not usually good enough compared to the Cronus blasters to be able to take out stuff up close. So what I was thinking is that we could perhaps go with a fit that is like based on having the ship at like 100 kilometers out, maybe 75 even, depends on what we feel is best. And then we're not so far away, because usually when I'm sniping solo, then I'm like 200 kilometers away. That's why I usually am. But here I'm thinking, okay, this is a sniper-based ship, but it's going to be a bit closer. It's going to be 100 kilometers away. And I'm thinking that because we're 100 kilometers away, we'll be able to then, instead of using Tachyon beam lasers, use mega pulse lasers. Because before I was using Tachyon beam lasers to be able to hit out at 200. But this will maybe be better because mega pulse lasers have a bit better tracking, and then they also have shorter range than Tachyon beam lasers. So since we're going to be closer, it's more like it's all right that we use these. And then these do a lot more damage than the Tachyon beam lasers. And the great thing is the cycle time of these are a lot shorter than the Tachyon beam lasers. So I think that this might do well. It depends. I was thinking of using tracking computers here. It doesn't seem though like it would be a very smart idea unless I am very on point. The reason is because I was a bit torn here, because I'm thinking that if we have small stuff get close to us like Damaviks and the Kikimoras, then it's really important to be able to take them out, otherwise they're just going to be hovering around you. But at the same time, tracking computers are going to enable us to destroy the big stuff further away, and the Kikimoras in general just further away. But Scorch hits out really far anyway. Otherwise, this would probably be good. Tracking computer, have something like this instead of this Federation Navy. Have this right over here. And then we get some optimal range. But the thing is, optimal range here, bonus is not that big. Like 96, 118 from 91 to 109. Like, it's not a massive difference. So I don't know how big of a difference this will make. Conflag, 34, 56. 3251. It's not a big difference, but the Webifier will make a big difference. Webifier, we can actually do like this. We put Federation Navy Stasis Webifier, and I've got Heavy Stasis Webifier Tech 2 or Grappler. We can actually go with the Domination or Centus. What is the Centus one? 1200, and then 13,000. This one or this one? I mean, this one is better. Has it got any speed difference? Let's just go with the Domination. It's better. We could change it later if we feel like it. And we've got Nosferatu in case we are under heavy nuke pressure. But we've got a decent amount of tank, more tank than we do in our sniper fits. But it's still not great. Like, it's a Centus X-type large armor predator and multispectrum and damage control. But apart from that, not much more. So the point is, we're here. We're going to destroy stuff before it comes close. Hopefully it'll go well. Hopefully it'll go well. We'll see. It's going to be very risky because this is a lot more expensive than my typical sniper fit, but it's also very powerful too. So we'll buy this. I can put mobile tractor unit in here, and cloaking device as well is good to have. We can put a few of these expanded cargo holes in here in case we need it, and also an M500MN in case we were to need it to MWD cloak trick around. We can already fit that right here just to be a bit more like to be able to transport ourselves a bit better. Just deactivate some modules, activate this. Okay, let's look for some Triglavians now. We can also just buy basic Draymail to keep in here. We get escape bay. We've got also some basic drones in here, salvage drones to help us. That'll be good. That'll be good. We could also perhaps keep some tractor beams in here too if we want. Tractor beams. Put 2 in here. They do take a bit of space. 100. In fact, 100. That's a lot. Maybe we just put 1. And we can just save this Paladin. Or we can save it later because it's got a different fit right now. Okay. The thing is, I've been really wanting to find a fit that is good at using pulse lasers for the Triglavian hunting. But it's very difficult because up close, just the tracking is not good enough. And then too far away is like there's not enough range. You can Scorch is really difficult to hit up to like 150 kilometers, which is like my optimal sniping distance. But I'm thinking if you snipe at 100 kilometers, we snipe a bit closer, it should be alright. And we sort of equip us in case stuff gets on top of us. There's one signature in Geras. Maybe that could be a wormhole. Or we're just not in range of Any Triglavians? Yep, there we go. We found them. Thought so. One thing that I mentioned before is just that the Tachyon beam lasers, they have such a long cycle time, or they have a big alpha. So a lot of damage is wasted when you one-shot these Damaviks. It's nice to have a pulse laser to have a shorter cycle time, which can just like blap them really fast. Combat site. Oh, there's no. Maybe the Triglavian wormhole just despawn or something. Okay, those Rasnaborg ships just disappeared, and there's no Triglavian site. It seems. That's strange. Okay. Turianus then. There was one signature, and we saw Rasnaborgs. So it had to mean there were perhaps like a fleet that was here before, and then it just despawned. And there's still some left, because even after the wormhole despawns, no Triglavians are going to keep spawning in, but there are still a few left. You can find it on the D-scan at least. You can go to Umpas. If you're curious what I'm using to navigate, it's this map right here. These blue systems, they have a potential of having Triglavians in them. Seems like Jeras just had one, so we'll see if there's any other ones to do have. 2 signatures here, perhaps. Perhaps. Taking an unusually long time here to find the Triglavians. It's really annoying. Might be that there's like a bit of time before a new one respawns. There was a recent despawn of a wormhole. Might be the case. Alright, so we found some Triglavians here in the system of Cameo. Hopefully there's a wormhole here and it's not just a buzzkill like before. Spending quite a long time, like a good 15-20 minutes to find this system right here. It doesn't seem like the Turianus associated systems that are very close to Jita had anything in them. Very empty, very empty. Okay, let's make a plot our way back to Jita to fetch the Paladin. Oh, these guys seem to be pretty difficult to scan down. See, I've already got some restock stations here. It's pretty cool. Nothing is able to be scanned here. Wormhole level 2 is probably it. Let's check this out. It's really close to an asteroid belt. Right next to it. It'd be kind of cool if you could find Triglavians in asteroid belts that may be a bit weaker than the usual ones you find at planets. Let's see what we can find here. Okay, there we go. Good. We've got a wormhole, and it's a cleared wormhole. Nothing here. Alright, we've got the Triglavian wormhole marked over there. There's nothing there at the wormhole, so it seems like we could start farming the waves immediately. We'll see, we'll see. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Cameo it is. I think it will be a lot less stressful in a way that we will be able to take care of stuff that gets close to us. But the focus here is that we're going to take out stuff before it can get close to us, but if it gets close to us, we're sort of prepared. But we're not as focused on range as before because we are closer than usual. So I think it might give us a bit of confidence knowing that, okay, we can take care of ships if they do occasionally get under us, but it's not the main goal. Because the thing is, if we have ships that get under our guns with the proper Sniper Paladin that I used before, then there's no way to take care of it. The only option you have is to MJD out. Here, you're supposed to stay put, take care of them. Wrestle your way out, basically. A lot of Kaldari Navy ships over here. Okay, insta dock, let's go. You see some red people here. You just need to watch out a bit. Let's grab the Paladin. 100km Pally, let's go. Finally I can use it, because it's just been running around like a headless chicken forever. Could have used the MWD cloak trick over there. See, do we have any cool skins? I do have the EOM skin, but I don't know, maybe we have a different one we could use for this particular use case. EOM is pretty brutal. We can use the classical one. We hardly ever use the classical one. I always will go with the EOMs, just for a bit of variance. I'll use the classical one. Something I'm thinking is that we could perhaps have 2 groups right here. Perhaps, I don't know if it'll actually be worth it. We can have 2 groups. This is DPS and this is salvage. Maybe we'll just keep 1 group, perhaps. So I really think 100 kilometers is going to buy us a lot of time, so we can take out any scrubby people who get in close, and then there'll be cruisers and there'll be battleships left, and then we can just obliterate them with Scorch. And Scorch has got a decent range, so we can take out Leshaks. They exist at this kind of Scorch range. I mean, not Scorch, Conflag. 3251. That's a good range for Leshaks. Oh, and I forgot also one thing. I should have used my pod. I've got a good pod to use. I've got a good pod to use. Let's see now. Can we dock up at something close over here? We'll just go into Tuntaras and use the Dremiel to move us back. Have we got the... Yeah, we've got crystal implants in. I want to have the Asclepians. That'll be better. Is there anything we can warp to this real close? This 22.4, I think. It's close to the gate. Then I'll just use my Dramiel to quickly switch pods. PAL. Just save this station here as a PAL bookmark so we know where to go. Alright, let's dock up here and switch clones. Let's go. I've got Asclepians now. Now I have a lot better DPS and a bit better range too. Let's go to Cameo now. Let's check how much DPS we have now that we've got implants in almost 3k DPS. Whoa. And some alright range. I don't think the range changed actually. Do we have any range implants? Motion prediction. No, we don't have any actually range implants. We could have some if we wanted to, but we have a capacitor instead. Well, I'm really curious how it's going to go down actually. I'm very curious. If it'll be too much, it'll be just right. I think it'll be just right. But there is also a possibility there'll be just too much and we get overwhelmed completely. How much DPS with Scorch? Do we get 2k? Oh, 1.7k DPS only with Scorch. We perhaps should have carried some tracking computers just in case we feel like a refitting. Ooh, there's a lot of red people here, but they don't seem to be... I don't think they're gankers, I just think they're in the same corporation. Fraternity. We'll see here. Is there anything in range? There they are. The barren planet here. Warp within... we can actually restock first. That's a good idea. We could buy some new Dharma if we want to. We can refit here to combat fit. Let's go. See how this goes. Time has come finally. It's gone like almost an hour actually since I set out looking for these guys. Okay, we've got a bunch of them on the scan. Cameo 5. Let's warp in 100 kilometers. See if this goes good. Maybe I could have used sentries actually. A sentry. Warden. Let's see now what's the range of a warden. Use one warden drone. And it is 40 DPS. Could be good to have because at least it'll do something. These DPS drones not doing anything. So I could have one of them and then have a set of these warriors as well. That could be good actually. Would not be a dumb idea. Okay, they're not here. Where are they? Where are the Triglavians hiding? There's some here at Halaima Gate. What, Cameo 8? Are there any bigger fleets anywhere? This one seems to be. Alright, warp in 100 kilometers. And we've got decent armor repair as well. 544. Plus our resists. Pretty decent tank. I think a warden would be pretty good. I just don't think the warden has a good range, or just a sentry will have enough range for the 100 kilometers. We're at 60 optimal range and 42 fall off. Okay, so it'll be alright, I guess. Okay, let's see how this goes. Can just Bastion up here. Go with Scorch, sort by distance. Or we can take out the little frigate scrubs. These guys seem to be asleep. These are probably these kind of initial fleets, the ones that are sleeping a bit. Ah, that's a bit boring. Why are they sleeping? I wanted to have fleets that are going to actually fight back. I can't even hit out to these guys right here. They're just cruising away. Grazing shots. Sleeping Triglavians. See now, where's another fleet? There's one over there. It's just this guy who's in range. Okay. So we're going to have to warp around a bit. A bit anticlimactic. A bit anticlimactic right there. Definitely feels like range needs to be further. Well, now he's attacking, okay. Finally he's going to get close to us now. That's when he gets popped. I'm going to grab the MTU and just salvage what we've got here. Is there nothing here? How can there be nothing here? There's a wormhole here. Oops, so this one that is 16 away. I just want to find the fleets. I can't be bothered to loot them because this is just like negligible loot, really. Okay, well, so we've got some more tangos over here. Might be a bit more interesting. There we go, got a proper size here. Okay, just hope that they don't fall asleep, that's the only thing. It's alright if they fall asleep, but then the thing is they're not going to get in range, it's not going to be as fun. We'll take out the little scrubs who want to get in close. Popped! Oof, one shot right there. One shot. Take out that liminal, he wants to be a bit scrubby. Yeah, yes, he's quite smug, those liminals, they have so much tanks that they survive for a long time. It would be great if we could refit Marauder, so then we could have perhaps the tracking computer, and then if we need it we put the Grappler on. I guess we can if we just quickly unbastion. The thing is, when you're in Bastion mode you can't use a mobile depot, so you can't refit. It's a bit limited in that regard. Okay, we've got some reinforcements over here. Reinforcements. Sort of looking forward to them getting close so we can use Conflag, because at this range we can't use Conflag. We should have used a Frentics actually. Frentics would have been good. Frentics would have been very, very good. We have a frigate over there? Yeah, we've got a frigate. Popped, one shot. Frentics and optimal range would help us destroy more stuff. Because then we could maybe even use Conflag. Here, there's no point using Conflag. We can maybe snipe this stuff that's a little bit further away and then just switch over to Conflag on the stuff that gets closer. Like this, these Drekavacs over here. Like now, for example, you can go with Conflag. Take out the Liminal Rodiva. 2.3k grazing. Whoa, no joke right there. We use a Grappler. Is it possible to use a Grappler? Yeah, you can use a Grappler at this range. Destroyed. Yeah, that's some serious damage right there. Can use a bit of armor repair cycles. They do have to tank quite a bit right here. Oh, that was a good little cycle. Oh, getting 3k volley right there. That Vedmak is also going to get some punishment very soon. We get a double web? No, I can't. Get one armor cycle right there. Ooh. Got some reinforcements right here. The Grappler is also good because you can use it to take out those Vedmaks. To be honest, maybe this Webifier is not necessary. We just use a tracking computer because the Tangler we could probably focus on just sniping the little stuff when it comes close. Before it comes close, it seems to be quite easy. And then when cruisers come close, it seems to be enough with just Grappler. This is interesting. This is interesting. I feel like we might have a tendency to get overwhelmed here if we're not on point. Because we do still take quite a bit of damage right here. See, right, we're taking quite a bit of damage. It's not something that feels nice to have. There's just one liminal Leshak over here. There can be a lot more than this. Have one cycle go there. Let's take out that Kiki real quick. Could we use Conflag over here? Maybe we could use Conflag. Let's go with Conflag. I'll get grazing shots though. I don't think it'll be worth it. But a little bit extra optimal range, it could be nice, because if we can use Conflag on the Leshaks have a tendency to keep it like 40, just under 50 kilometer range. Yeah, that's a lot of damage we're taking right here. Doesn't feel like this would be sustainable for the long run, because the cycle time on these armor repairs is just so slow. Go for this Vedmak. Drekavac. Penetrates 3k volley. Oof. Popped. Now I go to Scorch. Popped. And popped. It's so easy to take out these small guys right here, no problem. Oh, there's a Kikimora over there. Oh, you're stealing some stuff. Thieves, thieves, thieves. Let's grab M2. He's probably attacking my M2. My guess. No MTU for you, buddy. I think he was attacking MTU at least, not 100% sure about it. Probably should use Bastion a bit more. Then we can take out the Leshaks. I wonder if I could take out that Kikimora, because he's not so fast. And I've got double web. So it could be an option that I could take him out. Ilyes Sleds. Yeah, he has a tendency of taking out Marauders, actually. I'm looking at his kill board. He's solo killed Marauders and Kikimoras. Alright, so I think that's enough for now. I did a bit of Triglavian hunting in the Paladin with a pulse laser fit. It went alright. We got decent loot from the limited amount of wrecks we looted. We could have also looted more. But there seems to be criminals in the system, and just generally speaking, the fit, it didn't feel to me that comfortable. It feels like it could be more comfortable if you had perhaps more people helping you. But the thing is, with the range, you're sort of limited to Scorch. So perhaps if I improve my range, it would be better. But still, even then, when we add more range modules to our ship, it doesn't improve the range so much because I've already got range modules. So it's sort of like a diminishing returns going on right there. And then we've not got the most amount of tank, and the cycle time for the armor repair is so slow. So it feels like we're not really that good at tanking as well. So I worry that we will easily get overwhelmed here. And it would be a lot better with friends, but we had a very limited Triglavian wave there, and the tank was not that great. Like, we saw that we were losing our armor, getting into like 25% armor at times. So it was a fun experiment. I've been really curious to what kind of outcome we would have in this kind of situation. It was not the best. Perhaps someday I could try a really powerful, like blinged out, close range pulse laser paladin, but it's very difficult because just the pulse lasers don't have the good tracking for the small stuff. It could be perhaps with the grappler could be enough. Maybe. We'll see. I think there's a possibility it could be, because I had once made a fit like this. Could perhaps be used to aid for or make us have really good tracking on the long range. Have us have really good tracking on the small stuff with the grapplers over here. We look the Scorch optimal range 4629. It's nice to have a bit better range than that, because then you sort of are able to hit the Leshaks with this. And if you're able to hit the Leshaks with this, then you know you're doing really good. Maybe one day we'll try something like this. It's just a very expensive fit I made. It seems to be very powerful. Not sure if it will work, but it might work. Maybe we should try it sometime. Alright, so that's enough for now. Pulse Laser Paladin versus Triglavians. A little bit disappointing, but I'm glad I tried at least. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.